an hour maybe.
Sinner
Yeah.
beats all. Yeah, sinner.
Performance, like how you
How do
handle your
you get the
emotions.
best performance out of yourself? Jeez, you're really going there. Alcaraz.
Are you watching In the Walls this week? Well, if you are, then I really got something for you. Today, I'm chatting with the one and only Redfoo. Besides being the greatest party rocker on the planet, he's also a very high-level tennis player.
Like, okay, whoever's the best American, you have to beat everybody. Well, we'll give the wild card to them, and I love it. The USTA is
and today we're talking about some Indy Walls predictions, some of our behind the scenes experience. Redfoo also talks about his experience playing the pre-qualifying tournament for Indy Walls. He shares with us some of his experience forming on the absolute biggest stage and how much of that actually translates to the tennis court and what we can learn from his experience there.
Okay, so we're back.
Yeah, we're back. I see you got the match in the background.
Oh yeah.
No, but as you said, like I really opened up the bottom half though with Tsitsipas going out to Thompson.
Yeah.
But then I don't know if they're gonna have much to say against like Cameron Norrie. I feel like he's playing so good tennis.
Thompson plays Norrie next?
No, I think they might play against each other like in the next round, but I really feel like both of them have pretty much a straightforward until they meet in I think the quarters.
Yeah. Yeah, Thompson is playing another some qualifier or something, I think.
Yeah. Just going back, just last thing about what you talked about, the visualization and stuff.
Yeah.
I actually remember, the first time we met in Australia back in like 2014, I think it was.
Oh yeah, on the indoor courts.
Yeah. But I remember like you got me tickets for a match. And I remember I managed to get tickets, so I sat right next to Nadal's box.
Yeah.
And what you talked about, with the big crowds and everything, and I really remember that how Nadal was like the whole match. He was just looking at Tony, his uncle, like the whole time. He was only had like eye contact with Tony, and I remember even looking at and thinking about it that he would like maybe look at his girlfriend or something like. But every time he was just only look at him.
Wow.
I just remember like and then actually like a couple years later, 2 years ago, I played the qualifying for Stockholm Open, and it actually came out like a decent crowd here. And I remember talking to my fitness coach, and he worked with a lot of like world champions and different things. And we also talked about it, and he was really like just tunnel it down to me, and I'll focus on like feeding you the right energies, getting a positive mindset and everything. But as soon as you start like looking around, you see people going down on their head or
right.
And it makes you question, with the picturing, the visualization gets you in the wrong mindset.
Another thing that drives me crazy when I'm watching a match on TV is when I see someone's box, and the people in the box are like nervous or doing this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, the player's gonna see you.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And I really like Tony, for example. Like he was, like he was always there. So he just looked like like you say, like he was so focused every time, showing the right emotions to him.
Yeah.
If he missed it, he would be like, doesn't matter. Like next, everything is always next like positive visualization, like you say.
Right.
No, but it's really cool. But it's so cool that like just translating it to you being really at the peak of your profession.
Yeah.
And I've talked to like my cousin about it, and he's like a professional pianist. And I think everything, like at the end of the day, it all kind of comes down to performance, like how you.
Right. How do you get the best performance out of yourself?
Yeah.
What state do you need to be in?
Yeah.
How comfortable do you need to be? Or sometimes maybe your best state is from coming from behind, right? Like, because when you get a little angry, adrenaline gets released. That adrenaline can give you more energy than if you're just super happy and you're up 6-1, what I mean? Or you're up 5-1 or whatever. Sometimes you're more focused when you have more of a puzzle to put, okay, I got to figure out how to break his serve, blah, blah, blah. You get focused.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, that's what I saw with Fritz. He lost the first set, but it made him even better.
Yeah.
And that's what I look for in a champion, that they get better when they lose, not the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's really what you say, like looking at Djokovic and all those guys, that really is what separates them from the rest, like how they react to bad things or like how they can kind of turn bad things into, like, look at the positive side of it, always seeing the glass half full. And you know, like we know from experience, you know, being in the moment, it's so tough sometimes to look at the positives of it when you just kind of fall into that negative spiral.
You know, I always said for the singles players, treat yourself like you treat your doubles partner. Talk to yourself like you talk to your doubles partner. If you just do that,
yeah,
you know, you hit a bad shot. Okay, come on, let's go. Next one. That's what you do. You don't say to the doubles partner, you know, you suck. I mean, I see singles players, I've heard them throughout the years and recently yell things to themselves about themselves that is worse than their worst enemy.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, and they would never do that to their doubles partner. Even if it's real or fake, it's about the energy you're giving off, especially to yourself. You know, if you hit in the net, it's just because you didn't hit up on the ball just by 1 inch. It's not, it's just feedback. It's not like, oh, you suck. Like, what is you suck to yourself going to help the next shot be better?
I mean, that's actually one of the best things I've ever heard. I actually never thought about that, because like for me, I've always performed better in doubles compared to singles. But like you say, like just treat yourself the way you would treat your doubles partner. Because for me, when I'm playing doubles, it's always so important for me to feed the right energy to my partner. You know, if he has a bad shot, I'm always like extra happy. You know, like I would always like put a smile, like maybe joke with him or something, like just to get a positive
because
mindset.
Once your doubles partner goes negative and you can't control it, they'll lose the match for you guys quick.
Yeah.
Right.
but I'm the opposite way of myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Why? But the question is why?
Yeah.
Right. And try it. I'm telling you, man. I mean, I even yell my own name. There was one dude, he was just saying, people were saying his name, like his name was like John or something, you know, let's go, you know, let's go, John. And then, you know, he was like, you know, John, and I wasn't hearing my name. No one was saying. So I started saying louder than him because it was bothering me hearing his name. And so I was like, let's go, foo, foo. And I was saying it to myself after, you know, you got to wait till you win a point.
Yeah.
And then I win a point and, you know, let's go, foo. And that shit. And he stopped chirping. His box stopped chirping. They were like, whoa. It changed the dynamic. And this is what I was trying to allude to. Like, you know, obviously, if I'm playing against a college player, they're playing more than I am, you know, because I'm playing two, 3 times a week, you know, fine. But I can affect the dynamics of the atmosphere. I can be my own doubles partner. Let's go, foo. It's okay, foo. Miss a shot. It's okay, baby. You know, and they're like, okay, this guy, I don't care if they think I'm obnoxious.
I mean,
you know, you can't care. Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of people, they're so, you know, I heard these commentators today say, well, you have to be your personality. I mean, you got to be. Well, yes, but there is a winner's personality that is a generic quality, right? If you take pictures and they're blurry, you can't just post those on Instagram thinking just because that's how you do it. You got to fit the standard of like a nice picture with a filter and a, right? Or I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
you can't
say, but there is like a generic, like
there's a generic,
kind of like a baseline.
There's a baseline that you can't, and there's a, you know, I see people walking with their head down after they win a point and they're still pissed.
Yeah.
No. Sissy Pass really Australian Open. His chest was out. Yeah. He was walking. You couldn't tell if he was up or down. I mean, and he was blowing by everybody because he had a new attitude.
Yeah.
I still think he's going to have that attitude, but you know, and he's someone that's the type of personality that's willing to experiment. with different attitudes.
That's a
right?
great point, actually. Yeah.
It's like a little bit of character, right? You ever played tennis and you said you pretended you were Roger Federer and you were messing around with your friends and then you played better because you pretended to be. I remember when I first saw Alcaraz last year and I was hitting forehands and I was like, Alcaraz. And so when I go to a tournament, I have to put on a persona that I'm like, what am I coming to this tournament to do? I'm coming to win, yes, but I'm also coming to show people my incredible forehand. If I don't say that, my forehand goes away. But if I say I want, and that's what the player said when he beat me, he goes, damn, man. He said, your serve was phenomenal and your forehand was phenomenal. And, and it was, so, and that was one of my best matches because I didn't lose my forehand. In practice, everybody's like, oh, your forehand's so big. But then I get to the match, I'm starting to make the ball. I'm trying to make it.
Yeah.
I got to get big with it, and have the, and who cares if I'm, so sometimes pretending to be a player or can help you break out of some shit.
No, really, like, and being big about it, that's really a key thing. Like, I've been watching Tsitsipas a good amount, and I've seen that as we talk about the champions mentality, that he kind of struggles sometimes to maybe lead the personal, like maybe has some issues,
like,
I don't know, with his
him and his father
or something.
No, it's too much.
See how that kind of like affects him, and he goes a little up and down. But when he's on the top of his game,
and he doesn't care,
then he's really someone to like,
he's someone to reckon with. He becomes magical when you get the feeling like he does not care. Like, remember, he was on a roll and then they made fun of him for taking the bathroom break.
Yeah.
And you see him kind of break his, and I was like, don't apologize. Don't, he said it. Hey, if that's the rule, that's the rule. Don't blame me, blame the rule, But everybody was making, and it kind of like, he went down a little bit. And then he said, I think there should be coaching.
Yeah.
Everybody said, and now there's coaching.
Yeah.
Because he was right. He was like, they do it anyways. Why are we making it illegal when we're not enforcing the rules?
Yeah.
So just make it legal. So he was right all the time.
Yeah.
But people made fun of him because, of whatever. And now I think he's learned enough. And I really like his attitude, if he can stay tough.
Yeah.
And he has the ability to be tough because he seems like a nice guy. He's very creative.
Yeah.
But he's willing to experiment.
Yeah.
And I like that. And same with Medvedev.
Cool. Hey, sorry to stop you there. If you're enjoying this, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, talking about champions mentality, I feel like it's tough to not talk about Medvedev though. I mean, the way he's playing tennis right now, I don't know if I just feel like he's at a class of his own. And it's a little sad, like Djokovic not being in the draw, unfortunately, because I feel like he would be the only one that you can actually feel like he can compete with him right now.
Right.
But I am curious though to see, because I like with Alcaraz, he's probably one of the few people that has the tools to actually maybe push through him.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Excuse me, but when we say tools, what the edge that Medvedev has is the mental, psychological edge that traditionally the Russian players, he's a chess player. I'm playing a lot of chess. I'm playing at least 50 games of speed chess every day.
We got to start playing some, actually.
Social chess. Let's get social chess. I know there's the elite chess and the chess.com. Get social chess. I play these 2-minute games. It's the best adrenaline. It is so fun. And I'm quite good. I must say, I've played chess my whole life. I love it. But
teach me a thing or two there.
But Medvedev is a chess player. From what I hear, he just seems a little smarter because,
I mean, the way he plays tennis is literally chess on the tennis court.
He's moving back. He's hitting and then he's hitting and coming up. And he doesn't care. You serve him volley. Yeah, he loses a couple points. He still stays back. It's like he's so confident.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about how his strokes look. Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's part of his personality, because he says, do I make it? Do I have probably the least unforced errors out of anybody? Probably. Am I hitting bigger than everybody? Yeah. So who cares what it looks like, right?
I mean, yeah, he really has got to trust the process. It's all about winning and doing the thing that he believes is the best tool to get there, and then it's doing that one until he falls apart.
Yeah, and it's quite. I actually like that, because I used to look at the strokes, and I used to feel like, man, it felt good. And I look on the video and I was like, but no, I'm like, no, I made it exactly how I wanted to hit it. The heavy topspin, this and that. And I learned from him, like, don't worry about how it fucking looks. If you're making the balls, that's the main thing. Not everybody can be Federer, not everybody can be Dimitrov or even Tsitsipas. I mean, these guys, their forehands are just so, Alcaraz, he's even looks amazing, and he's jumping, flailing around, and it's incredible.
No, but who would you?
He just won.
But actually, I kind of want to stick to my prediction from the start. I kind of had it in the back of my head that I do think Tommy Paul is going to upset him in the quarters.
Okay, so that's your prediction.
I actually have a crazy one in the semis with it.
Okay.
That if Tommy Paul gets to the semis, if he plays Taylor Fritz in the semis, I think Tommy's going to win and make it to the final. But if he plays Sinner in the semis, I think he's losing that one. And then Sinner's going to make it to the final.
Okay. So you've got a whole visualization there. Okay.
I have it all planned out here.
I you know what? I don't have anything.
I got it all figured out here, my little.
Jeez, you're really going there.
Hey, make sure to comment your predictions, what you think is going to happen in the Wells.
Okay. Wait. So Draper, so Murray. Okay, so
I was even in, like, before this was actually, I wrote this one before I saw the Alcaraz match today, because I was a little worried. And I've kind of I guess I've kind of gotten into that visualization of Alcaraz struggling. So I felt like he was going to struggle against like Draper or Murray even before the quarters.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to lean away from that one a little bit.
No. No. But hey, we got to talk about Murray though too.
I mean, talking about a heart of a champion.
Yeah. Heart of a champion. That's a song of mine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you can look it up on YouTube.
I'll make
Heart of a champion. Yeah. You could use that as like the music to the videos and shit. I made it for tennis.
Oh, really?
I talk about, it's a heart of a champion. It's one of my favorite songs. It's kind of like Lose Yourself, like the Eminem vibe.
Oh, yeah.
It's meant to get you pumped up. But that's funny. I thought you said that because, I was like, oh, he knows my song, but okay, so Murray, right?
He plays Draper now. I'm pretty excited to see that one though.
When Murray's playing like this, I'm picking Murray for that. I don't know much about Draper.
He reminds me a lot about Shelton. Like him and Shelton, like obviously they're lefties, but kind of the mentality too. Like he's very pumped up, but he might just still need a little more time. Like I feel like Shelton is just kind of like rocketed through it, but I feel like maybe Draper needs a little more time to keep going with the curve. But obviously he's playing some great tennis.
Okay, so I picked Murray for that. So then let's go back to your board. So if Murray beats Draper, he plays Alcaraz. If Alcaraz wins,
then you have Murray and Alcaraz in the round of 16.
Oh, right, Murray and Alcaraz in round of 16. So I would love to see that. That's going to be a great match. That's like Connors versus whoever he was playing back in the day.
No, but I feel like no matter who he's playing, I'm always rooting for Andy though.
Yeah, Yeah,
And,
yeah,
and
no. Yeah.
and you've been around in the tour, so you probably have better insight. But I've seen him, and he was in the Stockholm Open actually last year, and he was like by far the funniest guy. Like I feel like he just brings such good energy, like in the locker room and those kind of things. He's always joking with everyone.
Yeah, I haven't experienced Andy too personally, just a couple high, walking by.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this, it doesn't seem like anybody loves tennis more than Andy Murray. Like he just loves to play and he wants to win and he wants to be, it's like from a kid, he just wants to be the best. He wants to be the alpha male.
Yeah.
Just that. He's not playing for, I don't think he's playing for money. He's not playing. He's like playing just because he loves to play.
Yeah. I think he loves that competitive, like, that fight, the battle.
And I can relate to that. Like that, I love that about him. And
he's a guy like, and you're probably similar to that, you know, like you guys being at the peak of your game, you know, just embracing that nervousness and managing to turn that around into something positive. Because I can imagine like there's no chance he doesn't get nervous, saving match points every other match, you know.
But there's something about when to save those match points, you don't have time for nervousness. You're actually, you know what I mean? Like my last match, I just saved like 4 match points. And I'm telling you, I wasn't afraid to lose. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't, I probably played better on the match point. I was more focused. I don't know. There's something about people that if they could be down a match point every point, they'd probably never lose. You know, it's like there's something about the focus you have. Maybe, you know, I used to drive motorcycle. It's like driving a motorcycle in the rain. It's like you got to be fucking serious. You can't be listening to your earpod. You got to get, but you're not nervous. You're locked in. There's something, a difference. There's a difference between being locked in on match point or match point down than being nervous. You know what I mean?
I just feel like you like that's really one thing that I've analyzed a lot. You know, when it comes to Djokovic or those kind of guys, the fact that I feel like no matter what point it is, they just trust that they've done the work, and they're just gonna they just trust the game plan and just stick with that, no matter if it's the first point of the match or a match point.
Right.
Like you say, like, you know, like driving a bike or anything. I just feel like they're just so trusting,
right,
of what they've done and what they're trying to do to give themselves the best chance of winning.
And they don't have all those other thoughts.
Anything. Yeah.
And
I actually have a lot of kids, you know, that come up to me, you know, and think about like, how do you treat like important points? And I feel like, like we're talking about, that the best way to treat the important point is that the way you do every other point, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Just trying to do your thing, trying to stick to the game plan, do the right stuff.
Exactly.
And just trust the process of it.
Right. Yeah. It's just like any other point. And a lot of it too is practiced too.
Yeah.
You have to practice. Like, for instance, before my last tournament, I practiced a week before with my chest up the way I wanted to feel. And here was the crazy thing. The reason why I did it is because I wanted to make sure. So I was taking everything serious. You know, I'm playing time ball, you know, which is the timed version of the live ball, but it's timed. So it's a whole new thing. And I was very serious and I was working on everything and my chest was out and I was, come on. And and you know, and I wanted to make sure that when I walked on the court from my match, that I was the same way. And if I was different, I would notice it, because in practice, I would be like, well, wait, I had my chest up. I was talking with everybody. I was loud, but why am I quiet now? Why am I, you know, and I was able to, because in practice, and I see some of these people practicing, you see them in Indian Wells sometimes, or you know, Stockholm Open, you know, wherever you, And you see the players that they laugh throughout the practice and they da-da-da-da. That's, I mean, sometimes fine. Or their practice, you know, their practice sets are really just garbage, you know, fun.
Yeah.
They bring out the soccer ball and they start kicking, you know.
Yeah.
Or you see like someone like, you know, Nadal. His practices they're not messing around. He's hitting the ball big, you know, as hard as he can. Murray in his practice sets, he's playing sets with Nadal. I've seen it. They're playing sets and it looks like a final match. It's you know, they're running for every ball too.
Not messing around with them.
they're just not messing around because it's the same energy that you're taking to the court. There's a few players that can do it. Kyrgios can do it. You know, I mean, not all the way to the Grand Slam, but I mean, you know, he's close where he can kind of take the pressure off and then gear up.
But it really comes down to, you know, like what you practice, you improve, right?
Right. So, and I'm saying you got to practice your mentality too. It's not just It's not just the forehands and the side to sides and, you know, the fitness. It's actually practicing playing games to 11 with your practice partner.
Yeah.
And then when it's 9-all, are you going for it?
Yeah.
Are you practicing going for it or practicing make every ball until he misses? What are you practicing? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different than just trying to win. It's like, oh, I'm the type that, do you go for an ace on match point? Or do you kick it in to just get a first serve in?
Yeah.
You know
it's
what
like
I mean?
You say, I mean, like, yeah, and I feel like I have the best one for that one is like play to win, don't play to not lose.
Right.
That was like just a difference in mindset there, you know, like putting the ball in the court and hoping he'll lose the match compared to you actually just doing your thing and taking it to him and actually winning the match.
Right. That's the key. That's all the champions, the Sampras's, the Federers. You know, when I saw Sampras coming up, he was a player that didn't win many matches, I don't think, when he first started, and he looked loose, and they were saying, oh, he's a loose cannon.
Yeah.
And because he was going for everything. But once he honed that in, he became the best player in that era, you know.
For sure.
And that's what I see with these players, you know, the Alcarazes and stuff. You know, these guys are going for it, you know. So,
well, speaking of Alcaraz, to kind of look at it though, how would you kind of wrap everything together? How's your semifinals and who's holding that trophy at the end of the day for you?
Can I see your board?
I got you.
Okay, so
well, I guess we'll replace Draper with Alcaraz for you.
No. Replace Murray. Okay, so for me, semifinals, I say Alcaraz Murray. I say you know what?
That'd be quarters. Sorry. So in the quarters, it'd be Alcaraz Murray in quarters.
Okay.
And
okay.
Yes. Of that.
Right. So take Alcaraz there. But where's Paul coming from?
So I was thinking that he would win.
Beat who? Murray? I mean,
beat Alcaraz.
Oh shit, no. But okay, yeah, I know you were. But then where's the next name? Oh, Murray Alcaraz. Yeah, Murray Alcaraz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So and then then Alcaraz is gonna win that one to make it like this is the semis round.
Oh, wait. So Alcaraz and Murray's his quarter.
Yeah, here.
Oh shit. Okay. I see what you're saying. I'm crazy. Okay.
No, but
I get
wrote
it. Only one name there because there was two. Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay. But then, so yeah. Okay, so say Alcaraz there, but you know what?
Who would play that? Because here it could be in the semis against Alcaraz. It could be Fritz, Sinner, or Rune, or Deminaur maybe.
Sinner beats all. Yeah, Sinner.
He takes out Fritz.
Well, if he has to play him before he gets there, yes.
Yeah.
I my pick is Yeah. Okay. Now Medvedev. Yes, Medvedev, and then Nori. No.
Well, he has Rublev though there as well.
No. For me, it's Rublev.
Yeah.
That's for me. That, you know.
Sorry to stop you there. Just wanted to give a quick reminder that I do offer online video coaching. Maybe you have that friend that plays that really annoying and strange tennis that you just can't seem to figure out. Or if you have some league play and you really want to improve and get to the next division, just look no further. Just simply send me some footage of you playing. I'll make sure to go through it. I'll find some tips and tricks for you that I really think is going to take your tennis to the next level. So if that is of interest to you, make sure to head to Pillar. You'll find all the relevant info there, how to proceed and how it works. And I'm really looking forward to help taking your tennis to the next level. Thank you, and let's get back to the video.
Taking him out.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, though, do you think Alcaraz is gonna do anything to budge Medvedev or no?
Okay, wait. So then Alcaraz and Sinner is semis.
Yeah.
And
Medvedev,
no.
Rublev.
I'm gonna take Sinner.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take Sinner for finals and Medvedev for finals.
Wow. And who takes that down though?
And then I'm gonna take Sinner. I'm just gonna go Sinner all the way.
I like it.
Just because, you know, I need an underdog to win. I mean,
yeah.
And Sinner to me is the most focused. His talent, if he's injured free, he's ready. He's ready. He's ready. He wants it. He wants it. And he's not going to. Some of these other players in there, when the going gets tough, they're gonna fall back. Not Sinner. Not Sinner. So I
really hope you're right, because he meeting guys on the tour, Sinner is by far like the nicest, most down, like just average guy outside of court.
Really
amazing guy. Like, yeah, I practiced with him during Stockholm Open a couple of years ago, or 2 years ago. Yeah, and we played like 3-4 practices, and he was so nice. Like, he really just made me feel so, because obviously I was a little nervous coming up there, and he was top 10 at the point.
Yeah.
But I just remember him just being so welcoming and just making me feel so comfortable on the court. And then we had like a great practice, and then we wanted to keep it going, and we ended up practicing like 3-4 times. And I guess I didn't do my job too well, because he ended up losing to Murray in the first round after that. But
oh shit!
But nonetheless, I'll be more than happy to see him hold the trophy, though.
Yeah. He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, he deserves it too. I feel like he's been struggling a little bit with maybe injuries or something, but he's, like you say, like he really has that.
He's got something, the ethic, the work ethic, and he's truly, he can, he gets into those exchanges with Alcaraz and, Rublev and Djokovic and Medvedev and Sinner are the most and Fritz is coming up too.
Yeah.
Fritz is becoming on both sides. Like, I can hit 40 balls, but Sinner is like, ever since he came on the tour, I was like, man, this dude.
Yeah, he's got something.
He was hitting big. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I guess I gotta stick to my underdog story though.
Wow, you're Tommy Paul. But what do you see in Paul? Have you practiced with Paul?
Yeah, I played with him actually this last Stockholm Open and the year when he won it. That year when I was when I practiced with Sinner, I played with Tommy as well, and that's where he actually won his first ATP title.
Wow!
Last year in Stockholm Open.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe I have like a little.
Well, you got some insight. I mean, you
So I just feel like the way that I just feel like he has so much confidence lately, just playing tennis, and obviously he lost in the finals of Acapulco, but I think that was more of a fitness issue when he played against Deminar, and it was crazy heat there, so he just couldn't pull through it.
Right. I saw
just
that.
The tennis he's playing, I really think he could do something, and it's a little fun of picking the underdog there. So I think he's going to take out Alcaraz, and then I'm just going to go with it. He's going to take out Sinner in the semis.
Wow.
And then figure something out and take out Medvedev in the final. Just kick serves out wide, sprint to the net, figure something out.
For his game, it seems like it's an all-around game, you know.
Yeah. But yeah.
So they're gonna have to figure something out. But that's the challenge, right? That's the fun part. Wow.
But I mean, it's cool though, man. It's really cool how it's developing though with Medvedev, because I really feel like Medvedev is becoming the guy to beat at these tournaments, kind of like how it's been with, you know, like Djokovic has been the guy to beat Nadal, you know, like. So I mean, props to him for.
Well, when you beat Djokovic,
yeah, I guess then you.
And he kind of beat him, and it wasn't like it was that close. I mean, it was close, but the level that Medvedev had was consistent the whole match, and Djokovic had a level that was amazing for like 2 games.
Yeah.
But to beat Medvedev, it seems like you have to play.
You have to go above and beyond.
Yeah, and for so long though. I mean, you can go above and beyond for 5-6 games, but it becomes a fitness at that point.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's, I guess when the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
Do you think they're going to let Djokovic in Miami? I know the mayor. There's a senator that wrote a letter to Biden.
Yeah, I mean, I hope. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, we don't have the full insight to all the politics and things going on there.
Can a man can he get an exemption? Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know it's
politics. For the game of tennis. For the game of tennis, though, I wanted to be there, and I feel like he is like, he's really. I feel like he's at his prime right now, and I would love to just see what he can do with it.
Yeah. Well, it's got to give him the motivation, you know.
Yeah.
Because if Alcaraz wins this, he becomes number 1.
Yeah.
Then Djokovic goes number 2 or whatever number he goes to. And he's got to know, well, because they didn't let me play, you know.
It's like last year too, man. Yeah.
And he went back to number 1. And so how many times over is he? If he was able to play, he would be number 1 by way more points. If he was just able to enter, even if he lost quarterfinals, he would have defended those points. So this is a crazy world, but and you know what? Props for Medvedev for dealing with the whole Russia war and not letting the flag be on there. You see, that's my point. You don't think that's a lot of personal stress and the comments and the whole feeling like they won't accept your home country, and he's still winning?
Yeah.
And
that's talking about managing the
personal life,
personal and professional,
and the professional,
Oh.
And that's like incredible. So we know that he's like, you know, super champion mindset, you know.
Yeah.
So that's
phenomenal. I guess we can kind of cut it together with that one, but I guess you and me still though, we're kind of maybe hoping for a little bit of, I don't know what you can call it, but chink in armor that maybe Sinner or Tommy Paul could figure something out there.
Well, I think we can study. I think he stands so back. So you will have to volley. You will have to serve and volley. You know, like he had a tough time with Max Cressy. He has tough times with Max Cressy, right?
Yeah.
So you will have to change your game to beat Medvedev.
Yeah.
And Sinner can volley.
Alcaraz can volley.
Alcaraz can volley.
Yeah.
So
but I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
I think there can be some chink in the armor. You know, maybe Rublev gets a chance in the quarters. I guess that would be a good test of. But that's kind of like the Federer Wawrinka. I know exactly. You know what I mean? Like he looks up to him too much. Yeah, I think Rublev kind of looks at him as an older brother. Yeah, no, that's how I feel. That's a very good comparison on like Wawrinka and Federer thing. Yeah. Hey, Stan's playing well.
He's a guy that I hope he's gonna keep it going. Really excited to. He took out Kecmanovic.
Yeah,
that's a tough match.
Yeah. And now, yeah. So we can't count him. I mean, his confidence is coming back.
Yeah.
I love me some Stan. I love me some Stan because anybody with a one-hander,
always has a soft spot for you.
Yeah. But
hey, sorry, I'm running up. It's like the last minute of the call.
Okay.
Cancel up pretty soon.
Yeah.
But hey, thanks a lot for taking the time. It was awesome chatting to you. And maybe we'll catch up in the end of the week. See how everything happened.
Right.
See who was,
maybe
right.
we'll do one during the semis, before the semis. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And we'll see our charts and see if they compare.
See how stupid we were.
Yeah. Hey, and I'm playing my golf too. So the next time you
I'm
come
ready
out
for that one.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay, man.
Hey, great chatting with you.
Yeah, great chatting with you, man.
Hey, have a great evening
and teach me that you have to teach me the pancake serve.
Yeah, I'll teach you that one. You teach me chess.
Okay.
Good
All right. Peace.
All right. Take care, man. Peace.
All right, you too.
What do you think about our thoughts for this year's Indy Wells? Are we completely crazy thinking that Jannik Sinner or Tommy Paul has something to say against both Alcaraz and Daniil Medvedev? Well, please let us know your thoughts if you think we're crazy or if you have any other great suggestions about who can actually maybe take down Medvedev at the form that he's in right now. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much to Redfoo for taking the time chatting with me, and I find it so insightful to learn about his experience, you know, really being at the peak of his profession and how he's kind of takes a lot of his experience there and translates it to tennis, and just kind of see so many similarities there. I personally think that's all really cool, and if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to like, and hopefully I can convince him to join me one more time, maybe at the end of the week, and we can see how far off, or if we come out as geniuses at the end of this week. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this, and hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Ciao!